Hi, everybody. It's time for our monthly tarot spread for January 2026. I'm only a week behind. Hopefully, this video does not glitch on me. New computer parts finally showed up. My son's supposed to work on it this week. Hopefully, everything will be back to normal like it's supposed to be by the end of the week. So, fingers crossed, y'all. Also, I'm about this far away from hitting 10,000 subscribers. So if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost anything to do so. And if you click the little notification bell, you'll get notified whenever something drops. So let's go forward from here. All right. So this is the month ahead spread for January 2026 that I'm only a few days behind doing. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're starting out with Happy New Year. We start with the energy for the month of January 2026, and that is the King of Coins. Now, this tells us that we will be taking care of business. We're not to be afraid of hard work, painstaking work, as the King of Coins demands from us. There may be larger enterprises that we must focus on, where we will be looked to give sound advice on practical matters. Now is not the time to incorporate emotional or spiritual decision making solely, but stick to hard, cold facts along with our spiritual knowledge and the intuitive messages that we receive. So, when asked what will blossom this January, we are given the Four of Coins as a warning. If not mindful, we can fall into the trap of hoarding. While saving and investing is encouraged, we are reminded to not let it take control. When looking at the astrology of this card, we are given the Sun in Capricorn, which is our ego, which can easily create our own prison. So we must beware of that so that we can grow around it and blossom from it. All right, next we are asked, pop-ups. Next, we ask, what do we need to release this month? And the answer we received is the Six of Cups. So let go of distorted memories. Nostalgia is a lovely road to visit, but don't wrap yourself up with unrealistic expectations of the present because of poorly remembered events of the past. We seem to see a lot of that here in the last 10 or 15 years with people wanting to go back to how it used to be. But if you really look into how it used to be, it wasn't all that great, y'all. It really wasn't. If you were a person of color, if you were of the female gender, it really was not all that great because you were considered a second-class citizen. So let's go forward, shall we? So with the Six of Cups, it's, like I said, it's to let go of the distorted memories. It's important to understand unrealistic expectations of the present that we might have because of, like I said, poorly remembered events of the past. You have a lot of people who are like, well, we only had one breadwinner in our family. My mom stayed home full time. Well, for the 1940s and the 1950s, and even for some of the 60s, that was a doable thing. Most households could survive on a one income earner family. They could afford to buy a house. They could afford to buy a car. They could afford to eat, pay their bills, take a vacation. That's not true anymore. Now you have two earner families that sometimes are working more than one job each, and they still can't make ends meet. So we have to look at the present and going into the future with very clear eyes. And this is what helps us to release the bad and or distorted memories of the past. It's important that we focus on the present and the future and what the truth is. The astrology of this card has the sun in Scorpio, which is an intense longing for experiences remembered with warmth and joy. Now, I don't know about you. I have wonderful memories of my childhood. They were difficult. My mother was a single mom raising two kids by herself in the 60s. Not a pretty picture, and it was very difficult for her. But we had friends and family around us that loved us, that gave us support when we needed it, that if things got really rough, there was always somebody there that show up with a casserole or, a pot of stew or something or soup for us to eat. There are many a night I can remember going to bed with nothing to eat but rice and beans because that's all we could afford. But I grew up in a home where I knew I was loved. I knew I was cherished. My mother spent time with us. She always did the best that she could do with the circumstances that she had to deal with. And because of that, my brother and I both, felt very, very blessed to have had that. I mean, I had friends that had both parents at home, usually with a full-time mom at home, and they were miserable. They didn't have the love and the support that we had from our mom. And I always felt sorry for them, because it was like on the outside looking at them, you think, well, they've got everything. How come everything seems to be so wrong for them? And it's because outside or external influences can be very deceiving. And with most families, you don't really know what the family is like behind closed doors. And sometimes we learn the hard way that perfect looking family wasn't so perfect after all. So it's important that we look at the past with clear eyes so that we can move forward in our future with even clearer eyes. Now, once we release, Spirit asks us to manifest for this next step, and for that we're given the sun. This includes working on our personality, our conscious thoughts, and our emotional well-being. We're being asked to embrace that emotional warmth, that sense of well-being, and the energy necessary to fill our lives with the illumination of the sun. When you have the sun shining down on you, things that are typically hidden are brought to light. You turn on a bright light and all the cockroaches run, right? Anybody that's ever lived in the South knows very well what I mean by that phrase. No matter how clean your house may be, it could be a hospital. You're going to have cockroaches because of where we live. It's just, you do your best. And you fumigate the place if you see one. But anyway, so it's necessary that we fill our lives with the illumination of the sun. This shines on everything, and it shows us all of the cracks and the crevices, all of the shadows, all of the things that go bump in the night. We can see clearly with the sun. Now, the astrology of the sun comes from the seat of consciousness. And as you can see right in the middle, I don't know if you can see my cursor or not, but right in the middle of the sun symbol is the Hebrew letter Resh, front of the head, or conscious thought, rational thought. And that's featured right up front in the center position. This reminds us that manifesting the sun's illumination will always draw us towards the light, physical, emotional, and spiritual. All right. Now, once we start that manifesting, we are asked to look at how we best focus our energy this month. For that, we're given the Page of Coins. The Page's approach is open-hearted, genuine, and a bit naive. She brings news and information about the physical world. She also demonstrates affection, especially with a touch or a hug, a physical action. So, as you can see in the picture, she's holding a fox, loving on it. And so this is part of the Page's approach, is she demonstrates that affection. It's a very physical affection. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic or sexual type of touch, but more of the comforting and warmth of a touch, a hug, a holding of hands, a throwing an arm around somebody to give them support. Touches like that are very encouraging, very uplifting, and very strengthening. It also feels like we need to focus on caring for those around us as we stay informed of the news of the day. And boy, howdy, do we have news of the day happening right now. Depending on who you listen to, depends on which version of oh my God, that you get the results from. But the point being is that we're being given this news, and for that we need to remain tethered to the here and now, and to provide comfort for those around us who maybe are freaking out. Yes, things are bad. Yes, things may get worse. But you know what? My guides keep telling me they will get better. It's not going to happen by 2 o'clock tomorrow, but it will get better. And this is a number 1 year, 2026. So numerologically speaking, that's new beginnings, new adventures, new conquest. It's starting over. And that's very important when it comes to dealing with the news of the day. Is we have to look at it, embrace it, accept it, and then figure out what's the best way that we move past it, that we move through it. Okay, finally, we look for guidance from Spirit for January. And for that, if I can get it to, there we go. For that, we are given the Four of Wands. Now, wands represent action and energy. Think of it as a car running on all cylinders. One cylinder gets clogged or gets out of whack, that car doesn't run very well. Sometimes it won't run at all. So this means that we have to back up our thoughts and our speech with action. We can't just run out there willy-nilly and saying this and that and the other. Back it up with facts. Know your facts so that if you get drawn into a conversation that, say, may get heated because of opposing points of view, it's very helpful to keep your cool, keep calm, and know your facts. And in that way, people are more apt to believe you in future conversations when they ask your opinion, because they know, well, you're someone who has taken to heart what the Page of Coins brought to us, which is news of the day, and we're aware of what's going on. So, like I said, think of it as a car running on all cylinders. You want to keep everything going smoothly there. This means that we have to back up our thoughts and our speech with action. Again, that's knowing your facts, knowing what you're talking about, not just running off on a head full of steam without having your tank filled with gas. Okay. The astrology for the Four of Wands is Venus in Aries. This creates an environment to our liking, which is Venus, in a direct and forceful way, which is Aries. This is Spirit telling us to take care of ourselves so that we can take care of others, especially for those who are important to us or who depend on us. When we have those who depend on us, our children, our grandchildren, our spouse, friends, a co-worker, it's very important that we stay healthy and take care of ourselves so that we have the energy to take care of them. We can't do it on an empty tank. We can't do it if one or two cylinders aren't working right. Okay, so it's very important that we care for ourselves first. It makes our ability to care for others more complete, more thorough, and helps those who do depend on us know that they can depend on us through thick and thin. And so that's an important role as a caretaker, a friend, a spouse, a parent, a grandparent. It's very important in that position that your dependents know, well, Mom's got it. She eats well and she does her exercises and she takes care of herself. And so I know if something goes wrong, I can give Mama a call and she's going to be right there and she can handle whatever it is that's going on. So altogether, the month is about grounded expansion. It's about balancing practicality with warmth. The King of Coins sets the tone for responsibility, while the Sun reminds us to shine authentically. Spirit's guidance through the Four of Wands urges us to act decisively. I forget how you say it. Creating environments where both we and those who care for can thrive. So it's very important that we have clear eyes, we know our facts, we take care of ourselves, and that's going to get us through this month. And then we're going to bring in February, and we'll look at that in a few weeks. Hopefully I won't be running a week late on February. I'll be on time. I'm going to try to anyway. I'm just going to get my computer fixed. It'll be a lot easier. So that's it for January. I think it's actually a fairly good month. We have really good cards here. There's nothing here that should cause alarm or worry. with the spread that we got for January, when everything that this is showing us is very positive, very uplifting cards that we drew this month. So that's a good thing. That just means we've got that extra help that we need to get through the month, to get through all the craziness of the world going on around us. And we're going to make it. We're going to get through it. It will take time, but it will happen. And once we start swinging back the other way into a more balanced world, it's going to be so much better, y'all. It really is. We just got to hang tough through the hard times. We've all had them before. We'll have them again. We can do it. I have absolute faith in you in that. All right. Y'all have a great month. I will speak to everyone, I'm sure, tomorrow, the day after that, the day after that. We've got our affirmations. We've got our week ahead spread. Several shows coming up. So again, thank you so much for all of your support, all of your kindness, all of your love that y'all send my way. Oh my gosh, I can't even begin to tell you how important that is to me and how much it means. So y'all have yourself a great morning, noon, night, depending on when you see this. Know that we've all got each other's back. That's what pulls us through this. Don't be a nervous Nelly. Try to be uplifting. And when there are bad things happening around us, send out love. It would be real easy to just get angry and have a confrontation. I can't talk tonight. But actually, what's more powerful is when we send out love and we reach out and show our support for one another. That'll take us so much further than anything else. All right. Y'all have a great day. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would appreciate it. It is free. And have a great week. Have a great month. Great day. Whenever you watch this, just know that we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it. All right. Thank y'all. We will talk again soon. Bye for now.